Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coin TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, our channel is the perfect place to grow your knowledge and passion for numismatics. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. The 1-cent 1978 coin represents far more than a small denomination of currency. It is a living relic of history, art, economy, and human progress, embodying the transformation of nations, the evolution of minting technology, and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln's moral and political ideals that defined an entire era. Minted during a time of great social and economic change, the 1978 1-cent piece stands as one of the last U.S. copper-based pennies before the government altered the composition in 1982 due to the rising price of copper, which had nearly equaled the coin's face value by the early 1980s. Struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, these coins were crafted from 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them a distinct reddish-brown hue that deepened with age and exposure. On the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, the coin proudly bears the timeless image of President Abraham Lincoln, whose presence on the penny was chosen to mark the centennial of his birth and to honor his immense contributions to American democracy, unity, and human equality. The simple yet profound portrait of Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1978, captures the enduring values of the nation and the solemn dignity of one of its greatest leaders. The reverse design, created by Frank Gasparro, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of unity and remembrance located in Washington, D.C., where generations of Americans have come to reflect on freedom, justice, and sacrifice. Within this miniature masterpiece, under magnification, one can see the faint engraving of the statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a marvel of die engraving that highlights the precision and craftsmanship of the United States Mint. Surrounding this central design are the inscriptions, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," Latin for, "out of many, one," and the denomination, 1 cent. Each of these inscriptions carries deep meaning, the first affirming national identity, the second unity among diversity, and the last denoting the coin's economic function as a basic unit of exchange. In 1978, the global and national economic climates were shifting, inflation rates were high, the cost of living was rising, and precious metals were becoming increasingly expensive to source. The penny, once capable of buying candy or postage, was slowly losing its purchasing power. Yet it remained an essential part of everyday transactions, symbolizing not wealth, but accessibility, common labor, and shared economic experience. Millions of these coins passed through the hands of ordinary citizens, workers, students, soldiers, shopkeepers, and children, becoming silent witnesses to their daily struggles, triumphs, and histories. The Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions without a mint mark. The Denver Mint added its characteristic D, and the San Francisco Mint, using the finest dyes, created proof versions with mirror-like fields and frosted devices for collectors. Each mint's output tells its own story of precision, productivity, and purpose, contributing to the 1978 penny's ubiquity across America. Beyond its immediate function, this coin connects to a deeper historical continuum. The evolution of the U.S. cent from the large cents of the 18th and 19th centuries, through the Indian head cents of the 19th century, to the Lincoln cent first issued in 1909, which became the longest-running coin design in American history. The 1978 issue sits within this lineage as a bridge between the old solid copper era and the upcoming zinc core coins of the 1980s, making it both a historical endpoint and a prelude to modern numismatics. Over time, these coins developed natural patinas ranging from bright red to deep brown, depending on how they were stored or circulated, with pristine red uncirculated examples highly prized by collectors for their original luster and sharp detail. Occasionally, minting errors from 1978, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchettes, add further intrigue and rarity, turning everyday pennies into valuable treasures sought by numismatists worldwide. Historically, this coin circulated during a defining moment in American life: post-Vietnam recovery, the Cold War tension, the rise of modern technology, and the growing influence of globalization. It jingled in pockets during the presidency of Jimmy Carter, amidst the energy crisis and social reforms that shaped a generation. Symbolically, it reminded Americans of Lincoln's promise that, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." In that sense, the 1978 1-cent coin is not merely metal, it is memory, meaning, and continuity cast into copper, representing not just one nation's currency but the story of resilience, faith, and change across centuries. Today, though its monetary value remains 1 cent, its historical and sentimental worth endures far beyond that measure. Collectors cherish it as a tangible link to the closing chapter of the classic copper era, and historians see it as a reflection of the complex, evolving story of 20th century America. Every scratch and shine on its surface whispers tales of millions of hands that once held it, of cash registers that clinked, of pockets that carried it through life's countless journeys. Thus, the 1978 1-cent coin remains a humble yet profound witness to human civilization's ongoing pursuit of value, honor, and remembrance, an eternal fragment of time preserved in copper, telling its endless story through the soft gleam of history.